Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And today we are on day 2 of my time with the Xiaomi Mi 11. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about one thing and one thing alone: battery. And yesterday was the first day that I was able to fully charge up the device and then use it for an entire afternoon, an entire evening, and just want to share my drain and charging results of this Xiaomi Mi 11. And 2 days in, guys, this phone just keeps getting better, but battery is such an essential part of the experience of a phone. So how did this phone do once I unplugged it from the charger and started using it at around 2:30 or 3 p.m. yesterday? Well, let's start first with my real-world drain experience with this Xiaomi Mi 11. So here you see the first screenshot that I took of this device. And yes, there were a few questions because I did share these to Twitter. Were these screen on times or were these just active use? And it is active use here, guys. The screen on time was closer to around 2 hours at this point. And basically I was at 100% here at around 3 p.m. And at about 8:16 p.m., I had used the phone quite a bit for taking photos, for a lot of voice calls, for Twitter. And you know, the screen on time isn't amazing at this point, but at the same time, I was also using this phone as a hotspot for my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and 4.5 hours of use, basically taking me to 8:16 p.m. with 61% battery remaining, I think was pretty good. And then we went all the way to almost 2 a.m. I was up pretty late last night and wanted to share the active experience of using this battery. You see here 10 hours and 13 minutes. So that means active use, guys. And now here we are in the actual battery app. And here you see it's been 20 hours since I unplugged this phone, and we are now at 26%. What is the screen on time of my use so far? It's been around 4 hours and 13 minutes. So you may say, wow, that's really terrible screen on time. That's really terrible battery life. I would beg to differ because of what I was doing yesterday with this phone. I was taking a lot of photos. I was using hotspot for a couple of hours, guys. And ultimately, considering this is running at WQHD plus and 120 Hz, the screen on times are going to end up very similar to what GSAM Battery Monitor is predicting here, around 5 hours and 30 minutes. Or if you go to AccuBattery, it gives you the kind of full battery time estimates with a screen on time of around 5 hours and 43 minutes. So what does that mean? That means that the battery life of this Mi 11 is solid at WQHD 120 Hz. And keep in mind also, this is the first day of testing. You know, I haven't sat this phone down and played non-stop YouTube or Netflix. And the screen on times in those cases are going to be much higher than what is currently predicted here. But one thing I do want to show is that here in the battery app, you do have a chance to optimize 9 items to save battery, and it will actually show you the amount of time you will add to your battery experience if you set all of these things up. And what does that mean? Of course, lowering the display resolution, turning on dark mode, lowering the screen refresh rate to 60 Hz, clearing the memory, turning off a bunch of stuff. I could turn all of these on, but honestly, I don't want to because the battery experience of using this phone has been good enough for me. Do I need this phone to last 2 or 3 days on a single charge? No, I don't. I'm charging it once a day. I can charge it up really quickly, and I'd rather enjoy using this WQHD Plus display at 120 Hz, even if it means I'm only getting around 5.5 hours of screen on time for daily use. But of course, the real-world drain experience of a phone is only half of the story. What about charging? And how quickly does this Xiaomi Mi 11 charge up from 0 to 100? Well, I was also able to do yesterday my battery charge test for the Xiaomi Mi 11 using that 55-watt GaN charger that came as a separate option upon initial purchase of this phone. So here it is, guys, my battery charge test of the Xiaomi Mi 11. And so there you go, guys, with a final time of 49 minutes, 57 seconds, this Mi 11 basically charges up in under 50 minutes, and I consider that a win. Now, you may have noticed it took a couple of minutes for the phone to turn on in the beginning. Now, if this phone was at around 1% and it was still on, it would probably charge a little bit faster. But anywhere between that 47 to 49 minute mark is where I think you're going to be landing with this Xiaomi Mi 11. And that's still an excellent time. Sure, it's not going to reach to the level of what Realme is still offering in their 65-watt Realme X2 Pro or the Realme X7 Pro. But look, 49 minutes is a respectable charging score for me. And to think that in under 50 minutes, you can be good to go with this Xiaomi Mi 11, I think is a solid and very respectable charging time for a flagship phone in 2020. Now, I do want to address this controversy because a lot of you have asked, Frankie Tech, it seems like it's getting harder and harder if I'm trying to order this phone to actually get the GaN charger included. And I think this is something that a lot of people, I think, should watch out for, guys, because if you're ordering from third-party resellers, they may tell you they're shipping you the fast charger, and then all of a sudden you get your package and they've only shipped you the 18-watt charger. Definitely make sure that they are promising to give you this 55-watt GaN charger included with the phone, because I really do think it makes a huge difference and you will not have as good an experience in terms of battery without this charger. So definitely look out for that and demand that they be upfront and clear about which charger they're going to be shipping with this Xiaomi 11. But all in all, guys, 2 days into use with this Mi 11, I'm loving it. I took a lot of great photos yesterday and getting ready and set up here for my full review coming very soon. But I also have a number of phones that I'm reviewing at the same time as this Xiaomi Mi 11, and they will be releasing very soon as well. So a lot of reviews coming here to the channel, but stay tuned for my full verdict, including the full performance, audio, video experience, and camera comparisons coming for this Xiaomi Mi 11 very soon. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on the drain and charging experiences that I've had with this Xiaomi Mi 11? And are you happy using a phone with a higher resolution display and 120 Hz if it means maybe sacrificing a bit of battery on a daily basis? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned. It's going to be a fun end of the week here on Frankie Tech. So that's it. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.